football as a kid.
The Cowboys finished 7-10. Yeah, and he was the only boy with all sisters, imagine. And missed the playoffs for the first time since 2020. Dallas has battled injuries with Dak Prescott missing half the season due to a hamstring injury. However, Micah Parsons is optimistic that a healthy Cowboys team next year will be a force to be reckoned with. Micah.
We're not done yet. We are not done yet, and I hope that y'all don't think we're done yet. It's going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing thing to see next year when we're holding the trophy. Yes, it's big goals, but I'm telling y'all right now, it's holding the trophy. I'm saying my prayers out loud. I'm saying my goals out loud so y'all can hear them. You know, we're going to be holding a trophy up next year.
Dan?
I mean, I'm a believer in prayer.
Oh no!
I'm a believer in prayer.
I missed that last time I heard it.
Yeah.
Because now I don't think it's as much of a prediction as
Exactly.
it is a vocal. Really?
Molly,
It's a prayer. It's like an affirmation.
Molly, it was a vocal vision board.
Yes.
It's like when you say
Yes.
things like, "Oh, this is the year I'm gonna get
Yes.
that six pack.
Yes.
This will be it. I'm not
Yes.
guaranteeing
I
it.
am
I'm
confident.
Prayers
I am
up.
beautiful.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
He didn't guarantee a Super Bowl
You
win.
was smart.
Silly.
Yeah, I love it from Micah. It's not going to happen.
Oh, no.
I don't believe it. I can't let my guy sit there like that, you know? Like, we either got to help him up or...
No, we don't.
fine.
How you feeling?
This is what bothers me. This is why I take a seat. So you're Micah Parsons.
Yes, sir.
This is the first weekend of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're not in it. And you're saying we're not done. You are done. You are done. You're home.
Stephen A., this is quintessential Cowboys. Steal the headlines. What are we talking about?
And
The
that's what-
irrelevant Dallas Cowboys
And-
Micah Parsons' prayers. Like, I have a lot of prayers, too.
Yes, you do.
What did you pray for this
No.
morning?
You do.
What?
What did you pray for this morning? Is it more
Molly
realistic?
prays a lot.
Is
cute
it
prayer.
more realistic than them getting to the playoffs?
I mean, I do like a whole prayer routine every morning, but people don't care about that. They care about football.
You guys,
That's right.
this is
With
coming.
my matcha.
This is coming from Micah Parsons, who I think is the most overly optimistic player, maybe playing in the NFL.
But he's delusional.
But you don't remember a couple of weeks ago?
player.
They get beat by the Eagles, and he says, honestly, take the scoreboard out of it, and this
We're
came
right
down
there.
to 5 plays. They lost 41-7. He's just really optimistic,
Stephen A., when you were a young whippersnapper, I read Straight Shooter, available where books are available. Is that how you say it?
GreatShooterBook.com.
Okay, straightshooterbook.com.
Available
There
where books are
was a
available.
little young Steve in
Yeah.
Hollis, Queens
Yeah.
with dyslexia, and he told his teachers,
I didn't know that.
I'm going to be on TV someday. And everyone was like, yeah, absolutely. This is what's happening here. He's speaking it into existence.
Well, actually-
and I have much respect for
Actually,
it, okay?
My initial thoughts was that I was going to be a criminal lawyer, and I would have beaten Johnny Cochran in that OJ case. I
Okay,
would've-
you know what?
The point
Okay,
that-
all right. You know what? If I wasn't wearing a dress, I'd be right over here.
Oh my God.
Now I'm done.
And now it's going to be a 3LW.
But I'm telling you, I'm just letting you know that OJ would have been under the jail. But I digress. My point to you is this, all right? If you're the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons, you ain't been to the championship game, let alone a Super Bowl in 29 years. 1 year after another, you continuously come up short. Now, he was brilliant because he ensured I'm going to bring the attention to myself. It's going to buffer his podcast because he wants that, and I root for him because I love
you
Micah
know
Parsons.
about podcasts.
That's right. Yeah, I pretty much do.
Stephen A. Smith.
But the other thing is that he's getting his money. And so Jerry's going to sit up there and say, okay, let me pay this man so he can go out in the field and back it up. It's a beautiful strategy. It's just delusional because it's not going to happen.
Wait a minute. Who knew that Stephen A. was the Uncle Rico of criminal justice? If they'd have just let me be a lawyer.
No. I mean, this career took off, and so I'm about to. I'm
He
about where the
also
money
has
resides.
contemplated
I'm about
running
where the
for
money
president,
resides.
and
Okay,
that's a
but
real
the
thing.
point is that
2024.
I would have been a criminal if I
I know, Stephen A., and you'd be a great president, too.
A prosecutor.
Okay.
Oh, I approved that message.
Yeah, we
I
know.
approved that
He's got
message.
the thumb.
Absolutely.
And an actor.
You would have been
and-
No, not an actor.
Oh,
not an actor.
you
But a
are an
president-
actor.
But I'm telling you, I put me on the president.
An attorney?
A district attorney, I would have been a prosecutor.
Why are you
I'd have been
like,
throwing people's
indulging
asses
in
in
this
jail.
conversation?
Oh, no
Because
question.
I'm fascinated.
I would have been
humoring
throwing
this.
people- I would have been throwing people in jail, and I would have beat Johnny Cochran. I mean that. I'd have beat Johnny Cochran. In that case, that OJ case, his ass would have been under the
Would
jail.
you have had a catchphrase to
What?
counter
What
his,
other-
I'd have
if
had
the
a
glove
I don't know
doesn't
what it
fit?
would have. I would have
Okay.
came up with something
All
real
right.
quick.
What other areas do you have irrational confidence in that you want to share with
Irrational.
everyone?
Fashion.
I mean, I've been told I have
Well,
90 seconds left.
Well, you know,
you think you're the best looking 50, whatever old you are? in
No, but I'm
exist?
not bad. bad.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
when you think
What's
about
the-
the fact that I'm 57
hot or not,
years
what would
old,
you give
looking
yourself
the
a
way
rating?
that I'm looking without a haircut.
say hot
I
or
mean,
not?
come on now.
Hot or not, what would you give yourself as a number rating?
Excuse me?
Hot or not, what would you give yourself?
Hot?
Or not?
Hot or-
No, I leave that. To,
What's a number rating?
And they call him. They call him.
They
Yeah.
do actually.
I'd say low sixes.
They do actually. Never. I'm
Low
a strong.
sixes.
I'm a strong 7. I'm a strong 7. I'm a strong 7. I'm a strong 7.
You know who says I'm a strong 7? Everybody.
Now I'm going to be on the floor. Oh my gosh. Let's go to break, okay? Because some people need to actually keep our job.
I'll tell you, people who say I'm a strong 7, deep down inside they know they're a 6.
No, deep down inside, I believe I'm a 9.
Coming up.
That's the difference.
Mike
That's what
Parsons,
that's
hold on,
about.
this is serious. You're the head coach in the NFL, but it's his future outside of Pittsburgh. You might be surprised at what we're heading. And the Chiefs are on a quest for a three-peat this postseason, but are they the top team heading into the playoffs? Stephen A. with a brand new A-list heading your way. I'm Stephen A., and I approve this message.
You heard it. Because while the contract has expired, there's an exclusive negotiating window that runs through next week. Is there a reason why Jerry Jones is doing this? Does it make sense beyond the mean-spiritedness of it? The reason it would make sense is if he's trying to have his cake and eat it too, which is to say there's someone he's interested in, that someone that he might be able to figure this thing out between now and January 14th. And if he can't make it work with that person, then he wants Mike McCarthy back. That person could be Steve Sarkisian. Again, please, for those who Adam Schefter is not reporting this. I'm not suggesting, I'm just saying that would make some sense to me as we sit around and think to ourselves, why is he not giving Mike McCarthy permission to go talk to him?
I would say both parties should be interested in that marriage.
The Cowboys and Sarkisian.
If the Cowboys should be interested in Steve Sarkisian, and Steve Sarkisian should be interested in the NFL, but certainly the Cowboys and the Bears. But yes.
I mean, it makes sense from the sense we keep seeing every day Schefter's tweeting that there's an interview request here. This team just interviewed that guy. We haven't seen any of that from the Dallas Cowboys. So if you're not going to bring Mike McCarthy back, you're already behind the eight ball when it comes to talking to candidates.
Well, are you telling me that Jerry Jones is given no thought to what he might do
if it doesn't
he
happen?
and Mike McCarthy don't work out a deal?
Definitely.
There's no chance. Do you think he's just sat idly by and says, I'm going to bide my time and wait till this reaches its conclusion before I start thinking about or reaching out to or talking to other coaching candidates?
But doesn't that signify then he has to have some comfort level that
We're Mike.
Yes.
right? Does-
Well, no. I think it signifies that he's got comfort in the situation, whether it's with Mike
Or to whoever.
or whoever else he's considering for that coaching job. Absolutely. He's not just going to fly by the seat of his pants and hope that this works
Are
out.
the Cowboys allowed to interview anybody right now?
I guess you could.
He's not under contract.
They could go talk. It would obviously be very rude. It's like, you're married, right? Could you go take out another woman? You could.
They've got to figure out the situation with McCarthy before they do anything else.
What happens is that the contract on a marriage doesn't expire, but leave in place an exclusive
He just like-
negotiating window.
I'm getting a dirty look now. I'm getting a dirty look over there from your wife.
Hold on, Schefter.
EJ brought his wife up to the show today. This is going to create a very uncomfortable moment on the ride home. But I think so. The point is, look, behind the scenes, you know this stuff way better than I do. The way the sausage gets made, conversations happen, right? People are sending out signals to whoever it may be.
I don't know who.
I don't mean them specifically.
I don't know who Jerry Jones spoke to, but I think it would be naive to think that he hasn't thought about and acted upon something in the event that Mike McCarthy doesn't get a new contract extension. That's all.
This is going to be a fascinating